Hola guys, it's Tarot by Tess with your person you're dealing with reading. This is a general read. I've divided it up into the 4 elements with a central card or theme. I'll clarify if necessary, but I haven't actually shuffled to do so. Alright, so overall we have stars for each zodiac sign. Pull this down just a little bit in case the camera cuts it off. All right, so stars are your hopes and your wishes and your dreams, something that you might even idolize, but it's mostly hope. We have the 6 of Cups, so it's most likely having to do with something that you idealize as well as the past. I do feel like you're going to be dealing with somebody who's either from your past, it could be a family member or your children with the 6 of Cups here. I'm actually going to read the little rhyme here. I don't usually read those. Okay, so we have, shining stars bright in the sky, bodes joy from afar where happiness lies. In starlight, dreams come true. Hope is in sight, success is in view. It's a really pretty picture. It's like your guide, okay? It's your North Star, not your North Node, okay? All right, so I'm going to start with the water signs, then I'll go to fire, then earth, and then air. All right, so water signs, you have snake and lilies. Now I do a lot of Lenormand readings. You know how often I get the snake? Almost never. Okay, so it was meant to come out for you guys. The person you're dealing with, then again, remember these energies could switch. You may see some of yourself in here, or again, it could be the person that you're dealing with. Whatever doesn't resonate with you as being you is probably the other person. If you're like, oh wait, that's me, then there you go. Okay. Sometimes I think the tarot shows us like our hopes and dreams more so than what might actually be reality. Lenormand tends to tell you like it is, very direct and predictive. Okay. All right. So with the water signs, there's a young woman involved with the snake here. Okay. Snake is almost always a woman. Don't know why. It's so like, I don't know, it has to be misogynistic. It just has to be. All right. So snake is usually about sex. Lilies is usually about sex. And we have somebody who's younger and somebody who's older. We have somebody who's virtuous and somebody who's probably not so virtuous, okay? But they might be striving for virtuousness. They might be striving for morality, okay? So I have a young, possibly religious woman, or a woman who's wise beyond her years. Could even be like a spiritual leader with the stars here. However, somebody may think somebody's kind of like a charlatan, okay? So if you know a religious guru or a spiritual guru, one or the other person, whoever this may be, may think that person's actually false. I'm seeing it's possible either this will happen or it's already happened, you'll know, that somebody was deceived morally, like somebody betrayed somebody morally, like it just was not right. It was dirty, and sexually. So that could be one and the same. Or maybe somebody did somebody wrong after they betrayed them sexually. I'm also seeing beware of Casanovas. This could have happened in the past. Maybe the person you're dealing with is the Casanova, or maybe you're the young woman who's virtuous, okay? Or that's the person you're trying to deal with. But the thing is, this says the woman's wise beyond her years. So she's on to her enemies, her frenemies, whatever. She's on to them. She knows how to get to them. She knows how to deal with them. She's kind of like you can't pull the wool over her eyes again. And if there's a male in the situation, he's worried she might be a gold digger. So there's a little bit of trust issues going on. So he might approach as a Casanova because he doesn't want to take it too seriously in case she's a gold digger. But somebody's looking for good intentions. I think both parties are looking for good intentions. But nobody wants to fall prey here. But somebody fell prey in the past, most likely, and they don't want that to happen again. And what I'm seeing is we have to be honest about our desires. Okay, water signs. And I get this song in my head, most likely from a female perspective. What's the song? Jar of Hearts. Especially if we're talking about the past. We have, who do you think you are? Going around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts, tearing love apart. And then, who do you think you are? Don't come back for me. Don't come back at all. It's kind of what I got. Somebody got bitten by the snake, and they're like, once bitten, twice shy. So that's what I got here. Like, don't come back. But at the same time, that's just how they're feeling. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily wrong to come back. With the stars, we have false friends, but false friend makes progress. So it's as if somebody's seeking out virtuousness. They're trying, not make amends really, but they're trying to do progress on being a better person. But we have seductive manipulation, especially with the star here. Somebody's seducing somebody's hopes and dreams and wishes. So that could be why somebody thinks somebody's a charlatan, whether it's spiritual or sexual, okay? Somebody's just false is what they feel. It's more like perception than actuality. It's like it may have been true in the past, but not necessarily now, because somebody is striving to do better. We have striving for virtuousness, making progress. And we have somebody who's craving morality, but they're also craving sexuality and seduction. Could be an addiction, doesn't have to be. But they also crave freedom from what they crave. So they know that they have an issue and they want freedom from it. I do have addiction to sex. That's possible. Okay. It could be food, could be alcohol, could be somebody really wants everybody just to get along. Okay. Also have somebody enjoys seduction. Like they really like it. Could be art as well. Really liking art or longing, that desire to create art. So you could have a very ambitious or skilled artist who maybe also happens to like seduction. But I'm also seeing ambitious fulfillment of desires. So you're going to get exactly what you want, whether it's artwork or a person or seduction or virtuousness. But there's a need to be honest about desire. So somebody may have to be upfront and say, look, you know, maybe I manipulated you in the past. I'm going to be honest now. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be better, but that's what I'm seeing should happen. Because I'm seeing making progress. But you're going to be onto this person. If you weren't onto this person, you will be now. Okay, let's get this deck. I kind of messed up the deck earlier and I had one side upright and the other side reverse. So let's see what we get. Oh, well shit. Okay. Alright, water signs. What messages are there? Oh, got opportunity. See what I'm talking about? I messed them all up earlier. I hate that. I don't want to see the message till it's time. Okay, so I'm just going to pull without looking. Alright, let's see. Ask for help from others. So if you don't feel like you have good judgment, within the next few weeks. And it really could be somebody has a lot of craving. They may also have a lot of money. And that could be why somebody is afraid of being a gold digger or running into one. Whether male or female, doesn't matter. I'm not being sexist here. Okay, so water signs, that's what I have for you. I'm going to move on to fire signs. Fire signs. You have anchor and child along with stars. So immediately what I first got is somebody's feeling restrained or held back in life because they had a child or because they became pregnant. And they feel like some of their hopes and dreams couldn't really be fulfilled because they took another path in life, maybe unexpectedly. And most parents do give up some kind of hopes or dreams when they end up becoming parents. Or somebody could just be feeling weighted down long term, and they don't get to have a lot of new beginnings. They just have a lot of the same old routines, whether or not they have children. Okay. Somebody's looking for new beginnings, and I'm seeing a lot of this does revolve around a child, but doesn't have to. It could be revolving around new beginnings. But I'm feeling like you've been feeling insecure in where you are, not necessarily in life, although I do kind of see a little bit of that. It's mostly like where you actually are, like in your home. Are you secure in your home? Is it actually your home, or is it somebody else's home? And I'm feeling like I'm going to have to move again. I'm not sure why, but I'm seeing whatever you start next, whether it's moving, which I do think you're going to move again, whether it's moving or a new business endeavor, or maybe having a kid for the first time, it's going to be very successful with this new beginning, and it's going to be long-lasting success. It's going to be anchored. Okay. But for a majority of people, I'm seeing just kind of feeling bored with the routines, like getting all work and no play makes, Jack a dull boy. But somebody's trying to rope in the stars. They're trying to, desperately hold on to their hopes and dreams. Because they're unhappy with their current situation, they're striving for more. And so they're holding on to this illusion, or they're imagining safety when they feel insecure. But I do see new beginnings are going to be very successful. So I wouldn't worry too much, okay? All right, let's see what messages there are from the Angel Answers decks for fire signs. So the person you're dealing with may be a kid, just so you know. Or this could be them, okay? Okay, you have... What do you have? You have a yes with an exclamation point. Okay, let's see what that yes is about. No. Some of you are like, yes and no. So what I do see is, yeah, some of you you're kind of like bored and you're like striving for more hope. You want the sun and the moon. Okay. So you're not sure if you're secure or not. You're just not sure. Okay. And I'm seeing with time, you'll see there's going to be success. All right, now I'm going to move on to earth signs. Earth signs, you have, let's say earth, you have lady and letter. So the situation revolves around a lady. This could be you being the lady, or the person you're actually dealing with is a lady. But I have a woman's message. Could be private. Could be about her hopes and dreams with the stars, or getting a message from this woman, or this woman sending a message is fulfilling a hope and dream, especially in regards to something from the past. I'm seeing this woman may have had unfulfilled wishes, and so getting this message or sending this message is the fulfillment of it, or it leads to the fulfillment, or she's trying to get the fulfillment of her wishes by doing this, or by receiving this. I'm seeing that if you're a woman, you've been fantasized about, kind of idealized. This relationship will have a deep connection. And there's somebody you just have unshakable faith in. Your hopes, you're optimistic. You're not very negative at all. You feel as if the connection's so deep, you don't doubt. Your faith does not waver. You don't really have a cause other than the connection. You might write to this person, like a pen pal. It doesn't have to be that, though. It could be any kind of communication. But I feel like it would be more like text or email than a phone call. But I do see you're going to be talking to a woman, or if you're a woman, you're going to be talking to somebody from your past whom you idealize. It could even be your mom if you really want to talk to your mom, or there's been any kind of rough patch or anything, and you want to talk to your mom. Okay. Let's get a message for you from the Angel Answers deck. What messages are there for earth signs regarding the person you're dealing with? Okay, you guys have compromise. Okay. So you may have to compromise on your ideals, get input from different people, and see if the illusion you have is quite up to what this person really is. Okay. I don't think you're going to compromise so much on your dream itself. You're just going to realize that maybe it was a little idealized. Okay. Because there is like fantasy issues. The next one is communicate clearly. Okay. So sometimes when you communicate, you have to compromise on how you're going to react to what somebody has to say. But there's definitely communication here. And it's saying to make sure you think before you communicate what you write down. My advice is short and sweet. So the less you say, the less you can get in trouble for. It's also advice when you're writing. So in case you write letters, okay, stories. The less flowery language you use, the less people have to sigh and roll their eyes. But also, the more clear you are. So bare bones, nothing flowery, no ornate adjectives, okay? I use the word ornate like that's not flowery. Okay. All right. I'm moving on to air signs. All right. My air signs, you have gentleman and key. So you could be the gentleman or you're dealing with a gentleman. What I have here is a man is making progress. Okay. With the star and the key. And he's going to focus his priorities. He's going to say yes to something and he's going to focus on how he's making progress on his goals. He's going to be very open and unguarded about his goals, about how he feels, about his emotions. And that might be very welcoming for somebody to like have their guard down. So much so that they might feel like you're prying. Okay. This could also be reversed where this man is kind of prying into your business and you kind of feel like you were caught off guard. Okay. But I'm seeing being relieved and welcoming. So maybe you're afraid somebody thought you were spying and you're like, I wasn't trying to pry. I'm sorry. And I'm like, yeah, it's okay. It's fine. I'll tell you anything you want to know. Okay. I'm also seeing a man as the key to success. And so somebody may view a man as the key to success and kind of like see him as a means to an end. But I'm seeing somebody's going to say yes. So if there's maybe somebody crossed a boundary, somebody might say, come on in, that's fine, But I'm seeing somebody has access to a man. Like they've been given permission to get to a man. Or a man is given permission. And it could be that you really idealize this man at first, and then once you get to know him, you really start to understand him. Or vice versa, a man starts to understand himself. Or possibly another woman. Or a woman, I'm sorry. Let's get a message from the Angel Answers deck. Oh, it fell on the ground. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, within the next few months. Okay. And then I have, ooh, this is a good one. I like this one. Listen to your intuition. So you're going to know exactly what to do. Okay. And this person's going to be very warm and congenial. So you don't have to worry about making a mistake or just flubbing everything up, okay? All right, so good luck, guys. God bless.